I know it's here somewhere. Finally. Oh, it's time for the doctor. You're listening to Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. Take it away, doctor.
Well, it's that time again, and the doctor is in. It's time once again for Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. And this week we have a real show for you. Yes. Not just an abbreviated one or a late one. It's a real show. So rejoice. Yes. Let's jump right in. But first of all, let me say, we are proud members of the Tech Podcast Network, techpodcast.com. If it's tech, it's right here on Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon. We are also proud members of the International Association of Internet Broadcasters. Yes, and that's what we do here. We broadcast across the interwebs. Yes, and that's what we do. That's what we're all about. Now, just in case you didn't know, this week was odd, strange, weird, cosmic. You say, why is that, Dr. Bill? Well, because every day of this past week was the same backwards as well as forwards. Strange, odd, weird, geeky. So you could go 5, 10, 15, as in May the 10th of 2015, or you could go 51015. And it was the same backwards and forwards. Same with 51115, 51215, 51315, 51415, and 51515. Dude. In other words, it was a palindrome. Now, many people on the internet thought that was odd and cool and amazing, and so they talked about it. And since they talked about it, we talk about it here on drbill.tv, or Dr. Bill, the computer curmudgeon, or just that fuzzy dude that does strange things on YouTube. Yes. Yes, Fred. Occasionally someone out there does watch. They pay attention and watch. And of course, if you are watching, I would encourage you to become a patron of the show, because a couple of things. One, you're rare. So I need you to support the show, because there's not that many that are. Right now we have two patrons. Yay for them. We need more, lots more, because we want to hit some goals that will give us the technology, it works either way. I know they're not words. Give me a break. Anyway, it gives us new stuff, put it that way, to then talk about and do demos of and tutorials and things of that nature. Okay? So join us at our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Dr. Bill, DRBILL, no dots or anything, just Dr. Bill, Dr. Bill, one word. So patreon.com/Dr. Bill, as it says there on the screen. I would greatly appreciate it, more than you can know. Okay, next item. Google cars are coming this summer. So keep your eyes open for those Google mobiles. They're the ones with a little doohickey on the top going wow, wow, wow. Yes, I don't know if they actually do that, but in my mind, they do. Anyway, they drive themselves without the aid of a human. So that'll be cool. Vehicles that can take anyone from A to B at the push of a button could transform mobility for millions of people. Whether by reducing the 94% of accidents caused by human error, reclaiming the billions of hours wasted in traffic, or bringing everyday destinations and new opportunities within the reach of those who might otherwise be excluded by their inability to drive a car. So the car can drive itself, which is cool. I like that idea. Now here's an idea that I don't like so much. And that is Windows 10 will have Candy Crush pre-installed. What? Who thought that was a good idea? Apparently the people that were taking Candy Crush's money, Microsoft, thought it was a good idea. They said, what? They said, yes, we want to ship with Candy Crush Saga pre-installed on Windows 10. Thus catering to the addiction of the masses with Candy Crush. It's just sad, folks. Anyway, so, you're already familiar with Solitaire, Hearts, Minesweeper. These are games that have been there forever in Windows, but now, we'll have Candy Crush Saga in Windows 10. Okay. That's just wrong on so many levels. So, now Windows 10, overall, I'm a little interested in Windows 10. I want to see it, what it's going to be like. They claim it's going to be the last version of Windows. I'm yet to get my mind around that. That'll be weird. But anyway, they announced this week what the versions are of Windows 10. There'll be Windows 10 Home, which will be pretty much the one for the masses, so to speak. The people who will, basically run it at home. Then they'll have Windows 10 Pro, which will give the Windows 10 business features. Then there'll be Windows 10 Mobile, which is, pretty much for Windows Phone. Then Windows 10 Enterprise for medium to large size businesses. And then Windows 10 Education for school staff, administrators, teachers, students, etc. So there you go. Those are the... Oh, there'll also be a Windows 10 Mobile Enterprise. Mobile Enterprise. So there you go. And it will unify the Windows design across all PCs, phones, Xbox One, and the new HoloLens smart glasses. So that will be interesting, to say the least. Now, while we're waiting for Windows 10, we're also waiting for something else out there that's odd, and that is an Iron Man phone. Yes, it's gold, it's red, it's got a shiny circular thing on it. So it's an Iron Man phone. It's an Iron Man themed edition of the Galaxy 6 Edge smartphone. The Korea Times reported in April that it was coming. Yes. And what will it look like? Well, the person writing the article says, I think it's going to be red with gold finishes, which is actually a cool idea. So, I don't know. I mean, I like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I like what they're doing with it. I don't know that I necessarily want an Iron Man phone. My phone, I'll show you my phone. My phone is black with black and black. So it's boring. So what? It's a phone. Okay, it's an Optimus G Pro. Now the Optimus G4 has come out. I mean, your phone is going to go out of style, so to speak, practically as soon as you buy it. So there you go. Whoa! Thank you, Fred. Fred is keeping me on my toes with the Geek Software of the Week. Drum roll. Geek Software of the Week this week is Battery Info View. For those of you that have a laptop, but the laptop doesn't have a battery indicator in the tray, which most do, but, hey, then this will help you out. You could run this tiny little executable in the background. It'll give you a little bitty thing in the corner of your battery condition, whether it's green or red or whatever. It will also display the battery name, the manufacturer name, the serial number, the manufacturer date, the power state, charging or discharging, current battery capacity, full charge capacity, voltage, charge, discharge rate, and more. And it's free, totally, completely free. It's from our friends from Nearsoft. N-I-R-S-O-F-T, Nearsoft. Yes, and it's called Battery Info View. Now you may say, well, that's not a very exciting, Geek Software of the Week. Well, I'll admit Slickins were pinned. Yes, Pickens were slim. Slickens were Pym. That was a spoonerism. You know, like Cinderella? No, Rindercella Slopter Dripper. Yes. Archie Campbell on Hee Haw. Boy, I'm going back in time for that one. Anyway, let's try that again, shall we? Pickings were slim this week. Oh, Geek Software of the Week. So yes, it is a little lame, but hey, if you're looking for that particular piece of software, you should be happy. You should be happy there's any Geek Software of the Week. Anyway, boy, my tongue is just having issues this week. Okay, before I do the last item, I have an announcement. You're going, announcement, Dr. Bill, that's a Chromebook. Yes, it is. It's a Chromebook. The Acer C720p, which means it has a touchscreen. Okay? So, this is my Chromebook. My very own Chromebook. And it inspired me to do something really, really dumb. You said, Dr. Bill, what was really, really dumb about your Chromebook? Nothing about the Chromebook, but you already know that I do too many netcasts as it is, right? And I barely have time to get them all done, right? And it's become an issue such that I'm behind on, VertZine and Handheld Hack, right? So let's do another netcast. What? Yes, Fred. You're absolutely right. I am crazy. Okay, so the new netcast is called Chromist. That's kind of like Nerdist. One who does much in the way of nerdisms. Nerdery. So they're nerdists. Well, this is for people who are Chromists. That's CHROMEST. Chromist.com, as it says there on the screen. And that will be the launching point of the new netcast, which will be called Chromist. Yes, it's the Chromist netcast. And we're going to talk about all things Chromie. Not crummy, Chromie. Things that run the Chrome operating system. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing the first episode. The very first episode of Chromist right after I finish this one. How crazy is that? In fact, I'll be wearing the same hat and the same shirt. The same pants, but you can't see them, fortunately. At any rate, so get excited for the craziness that is Dr. Bill doing too many netcasts. Yes, I do. And I keep adding more. I promise to think about stopping. Okay. Also, by the way, this coming next month, in June, will be the 10th anniversary of the Dr. Bill Show. This show, 10 years old. Dude, in netcast and podcast terms, that's forever. I was one of the first there was, you know what I'm saying? Yes, and I'm still hanging around, and I'm still doing new ones. What's wrong with me? Yes, Fred, many have wondered that. Anyway, so the last item for the Dr. Bill Show this week is Amazon Echo will allow reordering things from Amazon. So you'll be able to say, Alexa, to get its attention and say, could you reorder that doohickey, whatever it is, that you ordered previously? And it'll go, okay, sure. So it'll help you waste your money. Gotta love that. I'm actually looking forward to getting my Amazon Echo. My wife got me one for Christmas, and it's not shipped yet. You kind of gotta, take it when it comes. But I'm looking forward to it. Voice-controlled shopping. Voice-controlled. Tell your Alexa to play music, and it'll play off the Amazon account, which is cool, because that's where all my music is in Amazon. Stored up in the cloud. clouds. Anyway, so that's going to be cool. And asking it questions. Alexa, what time is it? It'll probably say, same time it was plus 5 minutes when you last asked me. But anyway, it should be fun. Friend of mine at work, not Jim Bob, not his real name, another friend at work. Yes, I have a few. Got his Echo in. He's actually quite jazzed. Came by and told me about it. Mine's not in yet. So he's ahead of the curve. He did something kind of tricky, though. He went in and said he wanted it shipped next day because he got tired of waiting for it. And they said, well, we can't do that. But then when he took it back off of next day, it was weeks ahead of what it was. Go figure. So it put him ahead in line, which is a cool trick. Way to go. Anyway, see, I don't want to do anything like that because if I were to do something like that, we'd go, what, and just lose it altogether. So I'm just going to leave it alone, let it come when it's time. When the time is right. Okay, so anyway, Amazon Echo is getting, or well, it has gotten, I guess if you already have one, new firmware, which was pushed out today as of this article, which was May the 15th, from SlashGear, and said that the new firmware will allow you to reorder items you've previously purchased using nothing more than spoken commands. Cool. So, it'll be, as it says here, as straightforward as saying, Alexa, reorder item X, whatever it is, and it will order it. So that's pretty cool. And they're adding more features to it. I'm glad they're updating the firmware and adding features, so that'll be neat. So there you go. Another Netcast is in the can. To borrow from Leo Laporte, who is also celebrating 10 years. He's celebrating 10 years earlier than my 10 years because he got started first. But there you go. So anyway, join us again next time. Remember, until then, that the doctor is out of here.
Dr. Bill, the Computer Curmudgeon, is a production of DrBillDaily.net with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining.